Is KATSEYE mid? Yes. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the new video. That's going to be really the main talking point about this video. Why I think KATSEYE is mid. Basically, how I stumbled across them, what my thoughts on some of the songs, lyrics, and all that other stuff. And so, yeah, basically, that's what the song's going to be about. I thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the 50 views on my first video. I really appreciate it. I know 50 views may not seem like a lot, but to me, as someone who's starting, I really am appreciative. And if you're one of those 50 viewers who like stumbled upon my channel and watch that first video and you're watching this one like right now, I really am appreciative. So thank you so much for like your support. And if you're not, welcome to the channel. I hope you get like comfortable, sit back and relax. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. So where did this cat's eye rabbit hole begin? I'm so glad you asked. Could have started 2 days ago. So basically, like I was scrolling on the FYP whatnot, and I stumbled across this group called Cat's Eye, right? But not just like a random profile account. No, I stumbled across this one song called Internet Girl. And so this song is basically an unreleased song that they performed at one of their shows, and it got recorded and uploaded, kind of how people used to do with like Cardi songs or like Lone songs or Ken Carson songs like back in the day, and then just upload it to YouTube or like SoundCloud to people for people to listen to it, and then you would hear like the rough version, and they would like release the real thing. So that's what happened with this one, except they haven't released the real thing. So Internet Girl is this one song talking like about how they're internet girls, but that's like not really the reason why I want to talk about like the song. I want to talk about some of the lyrics. So as I pull up the lyrics on my iPad, I want to prepare yourself for some very random like lyrics that you're about to hear. So by here I mean I'm gonna spew out. So the first one we have right here is the chorus: eat zucchini, eat zucchini, eat zucchini. I'm gonna say that one more time just in case you missed it. The chorus, or the first words of the song are eat zucchini, eat zucchini, eat zucchini. Now, as someone who, dabbles in different types of music, I love my house, I love my, rap, hip hop, I love, some rock, classic rock, I love Hispanic music, reggaeton, um, bachata, all that other type of stuff. I really try to diversify my taste. So I haven't stumbled across a song, telling me to eat zucchini. So I went to the TikTok comments to really find out what this was talking about. And to my, surprise, it's telling me basically the lyrics are telling me to eat a dick. And as someone who, just stumbled across this group, very interesting first impression. I've never had a song to tell me to eat a dick. Maybe some songs have told me to like, you know, find a girlfriend or something, but I don't think there's been one to tell me to do something like eat a dick. And I'm saying that multiple times because it's very jarring. But no, but in all seriousness, I don't really understand what like the point of that is. Now I understand it. And maybe if you're like trying to talk to your haters, like, oh, haters out there, eat a dick. But like eat a zucchini, eat zucchini, eat zucchini. We could have like went something more clever with that, like something. I mean, I don't know. Ask my other thing here before I change it off into my other points. Who are the writers in the writer room? I I bet you I could find better writers at my local like rap show. There's no local rap show, but like metaphorically, if there was one, I could find a better. Like I know a couple people who make music. I bet they could make better stuff than this. Now, I'm not trying to downgrade the people who like write for them, because if you didn't know, they have writers for them. I bet they do some collaboration here and there, but mainly I bet they have people who are like, listen, ladies, you're gonna write what we tell you to, because the higher up said that's our job. And so I assume that's what's going on here. But there's no one saying like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, so that's just what I wanted to preface. So prepare yourselves for the next one. So just prepare yourself. All right, so here are the infamous lyrics that I was referring to earlier in this video, right? And the rest of this video is going to be this screen recorded segment, so you can read the lyrics along with me and see what I'm talking about instead of me reading them off of my tablet. All right, so here it is. Eat zucchini, eat zucchini. Now, Genius has an annotation thing with their website where you can click on it and it'll tell you the thoughts on why the lyrics were the lyrics that they chose to write, right? So you might be thinking, what could this riveting word reminding me to eat my veggies mean? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because right here it says, On the one hand, it might be a reference to the pressure placed on women to diet or eat clean. On the other hand, the line could be interpreted as a PG-coded euphemism for telling haters to suck it. Thus, the following line: "Do you read me?" All right. So let's first use the the interpretation of the pressure placed on women to diet or eat clean. All right. So let's read it as such: "Eat zucchini, eat zucchini, eat zucchini, eat zucchini." Yes, yes, yes. Saying how the pressure on women to eat clean could just be so riveting, and then having me read them like the emoji, yeah. Makes absolute no sense. Has to be the stupidest excuse I've ever heard for lyric. All right, let's read it as a PG coded euphemism for suck it. All right, eat a zucchini, eat a zucchini, eat zucchini, eat zucchini. Suck it, suck it, suck it. Oh, that makes more sense. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we had to go through the first part of this exercise to really see what it meant. All right, now do you read me like the emoji? Do you read me? Am I reading you telling me to suck it? I don't think so. I'm not really, not really my vibe. But no, in all seriousness though, you even got the writer, Justin Tranter over here, right? Saying it can mean whatever you want it to mean. So are you saying it can either mean there's a pressure placed on women to diet or eat clean, or is it a PG coded euphemism for, haters to basically suck it? You tell me, Justin. You're the one who wrote the song for the group. Are you not going to give me the answer? This isn't some art project where I have to, sit down and be like, damn, man. Ooh, this is riveting, man. This has to be one of the worst things I've ever, read/listened to in my life. Thank you, Justin, for writing those things. But that's my biggest problem with KATSEYE. The lyrics. Not even this. Justin, I think we need to rethink your profession. But overall, what are these lyrics? Eat zucchini, eat zucchini, eat zucchini. Might as well. You should just be like, suck it, suck it, suck it. Okay, but okay. And then you can make a case by just saying that. It could be graphic. You don't really want a song just telling you to suck it. Okay, kind of get it. But regardless, you could have thought of something else instead of eat zucchini. If on one hand, some person didn't think that and they were just looking at it face value, I never clicked on the annotations for Genius. And I was just like, oh, okay. You're telling me to eat zucchini. What am I supposed to do with that information? How is that supposed to... The only reason I remember this bar is because how stupid it is. And I don't know if KATSEYE is just trying to rage bait me, because if they are, it's being successful. Or rage bait all their haters. But my goodness, I don't think that's a sustainable way to make good music. And that's just me. And you can disagree if you want to, and I completely understand if you do. But that's just so stupid in my opinion. And it's just haven't you heard I'm the internet girl? Every picture of me is OMG, it's her. What's the word? I'm the internet girl. Got your screen so hot, you better take a screenshot. I think I'll pass internet girl. I don't think I will, but regardless, I appreciate the offer. But this is ridiculous. And this is just one of my 3 examples that I'm gonna use for this video of why their lyrics, in my opinion, just hold them back so significantly. And you can make a case they have some of the worst written lyrics out of any popular, you can make a case girl group, K-pop girl group, or in any musician group in general, because they can kind of get away with it. And I'm not blaming them, being oh, that's their fault. At the end of the day, like I said earlier on in the video, they definitely have writers that tell them what to say, and it's definitely a company thing, right? But they do make up for it in the sense of they are great at performance. They have phenomenal on stage presence. They know what they're doing. You can tell that they care. They got everything you want in a group in general, not just girl group, I guess, but I think, in my opinion, in a group in general, they got the talent. Obviously, you can tell that they care, but it's just their lyrics that hold them back so much, and it is, in my opinion, something that really stops them from really taking a serious step. Because I remember when I heard that they got Grammy nominated, everybody kind of laughed. Yes, they have amazing performances, but on one hand, you're getting nominated for, I believe, I can't remember what song it was exactly, but they got nominated for some one of their most popular songs, or if not one, because they were one of the more popular groups. But if you just take a deeper dive, did they really deserve that nomination? I don't think so. And I think the lyrics is one of the reasons why. If they were nominated because of their stage presence, best dancers, best performers, then I completely understand that. But if we're just nominating a song of theirs, then I think that's ridiculous. Because this song isn't released yet. I will caveat, this is not a officially released song, but this is just one of a couple examples. The next example is going to be Gnarly, and you might have guessed it. I think this is one of the biggest tragedies of a song this year and or I've ever heard in my life. Again, I'm not trying to be over exaggerated. I like to use sarcasm, but I'm not being sarcastic when I say this. All right, let's get some positives of the song out the way. Chorus, good, like the gnarly, like that's catchy. The beat, catchy. Other than that, everything in between, right? Like the sandwich right here. Top bun, chorus slash beat, bottom bun, chorus slash beat. Everything in between, not good, right? It's just not good. And again, it's just the lyrics. The lyrics and a bunch of other stuff as well. But the lyrics, man. I'm telling you, okay, they could describe everything in one word, like gnarly. Why is I don't think people use well, I don't mean to sound like inept or like smart or something, but everybody think of words. Everybody listen to this video across the screen. Listen to words that you hear on a daily basis. And is gnarly one of them? Aside from me singing it in this video, is gnarly one of the words that you hear often? No? Well, me neither. Oh my gosh, twins. Like, I don't think people say gnarly a lot. I don't think so. But you could put like edgy. I think that would have made more sense, but maybe that doesn't sound as cool. Actually, let's try it. Boba tea, edgy. Yeah, it doesn't really work, but you get what I'm trying to say. All right, let's go into the lyrics actually. Boba tea, gnarly, Tesla, gnarly, fried chicken, gnarly, party in Hollywood. Like I don't know. Like oh, we don't do that. This song gnarly. OMG, this new beat gnarly, effing gnarly. I don't think I agree with that, but all right. But regardless, like, look at this. Like, listening to the song is one thing, but reading the lyrics can be another, right? And I agree. Well, Damien, you can't just read lyrics. Maybe it doesn't sound as good as it does in the song. Well, both sound like garbage. Like, really reading this makes me realize, wow, this song's actually really trash. Look. Oh, okay. Really? Oh, are you now? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Jealous of my mansion? Not if you make songs like this, no. But like, come on, man. This song's a tragedy. I don't know what I like more, this or Internet Girl. What would I rather listen to if I had to listen to one song for the rest of my life, Gnarly or Internet Girl? Man, I might just give it to Gnarly because the beat and the gnarly part of it. But other than that, rather a gun to my head. But regardless, again, I keep saying regardless because my goodness. But yeah, that's just another example. I don't really know what else to say about the song. It's just pathetic. But let's get into my last example. Our final example for today's video is going to be Gabriella by KATSEYE. Let's get the positives out the way. This song is better than Internet Girl, and it's better than Gnarly, by far. The lyrics, understandable. Simple, but understandable. And the beat, it's solid. It's a simple beat. You could tell it's Latin influence. It literally says right here, it's a Latin tinged R&B pop track. Okay, you can tell. It's very straightforward, simple, and the best out of the bunch, right? But let's get into the problem. Pretty much the only problem I have with the song is that it sounds like it's made for 4-year-olds. And as someone who has done a little bit of research on KATSEYE, I don't think their main audience is elementary kids. I don't think it's as elementary students. Not saying that they can't have elementary students as, fans, but I think that they try to be more like late teen, early adulthood focused. But, to whom may the audience who enjoys this stuff be? But regardless, like, that's my main problem with the song. It sounds like it's something you'd hear on Descendants, Disney Channel, late at night movie debut. Like, it's literally about a woman who begs another not to steal her man away, and you could tell, like, it's literally saying you can have anyone else who you wanted. Like, you could have anyone else you wanted to. I'm begging you, don't take my man. La 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 la. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? It literally says it multiple times. It's very literally said overprotective my lover. Yeah, they don't play. I mean, they do not play. And I will even say, I respect the fact that they have one of the members, one of the Hispanic members. They're only Hispanic members, like one of, like, it's 5 of them. She sings Spanish in the song, and she does a good job. It sounds good. Like, credit to her, like I said. And so this segment of the video might come off as more nitpicky, but I just do think the fact that it sounds like it's made for little children is my biggest problem with it. But like I said, it's better than the bunch. And you know, I can see why some people like it. It has the most replayability factor. Um, yeah, it does what it has to do. Simple in premise, but it gets the job done. It just sounds like it's made for little kids. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I thank you so much for making sense of this video. Again, I just want to reiterate one more last time. I'm not a hater of KATSEYE. I don't ever want to come off as a hater of anything. I just think they have a lot of potential that has been reached because of their bad songwriting. This is an example of good songwriting. Sorry, I stumbled my words. This is an example of good songwriting, and I feel like if they kind of learn, hey, not everything needs to be gnarly or like edgy or like, I don't know, just don't overcomplicate stuff. You know, I understand that they want to be different. They don't want to be like every K-pop group. You have to have your own sound, like how some of the best groups have their own sound. BTS, Stray Kids, and Hyphen, aespa, Le Sserafim, New Jeans. All of the best groups have their best sound in general. I can see why they want to have their more like edgy, um, very much like punched in your face type of sound, and they're really, great at performing too as well. So I can see why they've experimented with some of their stuff, but regardless, like, I can commend them for trying. But I think sometimes simple is best, and I think Gabriella is a good example of that. But regardless, thank you guys so much for making this video. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day or night, and yeah, I'll see you. God bless.